I got a story I want to share with y'all real quick. Might take a minute, so bear with me. But I was taking a buddy home the other day who lives in Emory. I'm from Greenville. There's two towns in between there, which is Point and Lone Oak. We were going through Point, and there was this kid on the side of the road holding a big neon sign that said garage sale. He couldn't have been 10 or 11 years old, but he looked like he was having the time of his life. And something just kind of tugged at the old heartstrings and told me to stop in and see what was going on. But I ignored it, and I just kept on going. Well, I told myself, I said, man, if he's still out there whenever I come back through, I'm gonna stop and see what's going on. Just be a blessing, just to say that I did. So I had full intentions on doing it. Well, I had a phone call or text message or something. Something had come up in between the time I dropped him off and the time I was going back, and something else caught my attention, like it normally does in this situation. So completely forgot all about the kid, and I didn't think nothing of it until I passed him again. And I'm in a mad dash rush, going 10, 15 over the speed limit, just hauling buns, trying to get wherever it is that I'm going. And there again, I made an excuse. Man, if I wasn't in such a hurry, I'd stop in and see what was going on. So I get almost back to Lone Oak, and something, just literally just grabs at me. It's just like, hold up, dude. And just told me, you need to turn around and go back. And so I did. I was like, man, you know what? I ain't in that big of a hurry. I said, I need to go do this. So I turned around, went back, pulled in, and boy, he lit up. Well, I went down the driveway to where it was. It was in a little trailer park there in Point. And I got down to the driveway, got to the house, and in the driveway there was a little baby. Couldn't have been 2 years old, splashing in a little kiddie pool. Behind him, there was a mud hole back there where a little 3 or 4 year old girl was playing around. On the front porch, there was a little boy, probably 5 or 6, just sitting in a picnic table chair thing. Um, but as soon as I pulled in, man, they all just lit up, just went crazy. And the boy that was on the porch went to the door and knocked on the door and got the parents or whoever it was that was there, got them out. And man, they just lit up. You could just tell that they were just ecstatic. So before I could even get out of the truck, I just popped my door open. Didn't even have my feet on the ground yet, and the woman hollered at me. She said that you are the first person who has stopped in today. And I just kind of paused, and I said, you mean to tell me that that boy's been standing out there all day long, holding that sign, getting people's attention, and I'm the first person that stopped in? I was like, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I was like, how long has he been out there? And she was like, well, we started about 6:30 or 7. I said, you've got to be kidding me. And she was like, oh, he did it by his choice. He loves it. And I was like, oh, I'm sure he does. I said, that's not what I'm talking about. What gets me is that I'm the first person that stopped in. And she was like, well, you are. So anyway, I'd gotten out there, and man, they were of lesser, wealth. All they were selling was baby clothes and, toys and stuff like that. They couldn't, everything that they had, if they sold everything, they could have maybe gotten like $30. Everything was marked for $1. So once she told me that, and, the whole reason that I even showed up at that place, all just kind of gathered up into one big setting, and I just told her, I said, you know what, ma'am? I said, I ain't even here to buy anything. I said, if I were to buy something, that would keep somebody else from giving y'all that much more money. I said, so I'm here simply to make a donation. And I pulled out a 20. I handed her a $20 bill, and she about started crying and hit the floor. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You don't know how big of a blessing this is, yada, yada, yada. I was like, no, man, no problem at all. Don't even worry about it. I was like, this is yours. I said, y'all have a great day. I got back in the truck. I went to leave. I looked at him in my rearview mirror, and like I said, she just about started crying. Well, I get out to the driveway. There again, I'm in a hurry, and I'm about to pull out, and then something else just told me to stop and talk to this kid. So I did. I rolled down my window, and I was just like, hey, man, how you doing? And he said, oh, I'm pretty good. And I said, you got plenty of water? You good? You got everything you need? And he said, yeah, I got a cooler right here. I'm good to go. I was like, well, man, she told me that you've been out here all day long, and I'm the first person that stopped in. I was like, what's going on with that? I was like, I know people see your sign. And he was just like, sir, I really don't know. I guess everybody's just in a hurry. And I was like, well, I can understand that. And I said, well, it really warms my heart to know that you've been out here as long as you have, and that you're still going for it. I was like, that shows dedication, and it shows that you really, really want it. And I popped him a 20, and he about hit the floor as well. And it wasn't about the money. It was just about the simple fact of what, was going on and whatnot. So I handed him the 20, and I drove off, and I couldn't have had a bigger smile on my face whether I was late or not. I didn't care, because I knew what I had just did. And so, moral of the story being, the point being is, when God calls you to do something, you shut up and you listen and you answer the call. Whenever that opportunity is put on you, you know that little tingle in the back of your neck where you see an old lady putting groceries in the truck and you can feel it in your chest. Man, I need to stop and help her. But you don't. You just keep on going. Or some old grandpa's parked in the handicap spot and he's struggling to get out of his car. I don't give a dang what the person behind you thinks of you. Put your flashes on, get out, stop, and help him. Because I swear to you, it will completely change the attitude of your entire day. I couldn't have been in a better mood after that happened because God had placed that on my heart to do that, and I actually did it. Now, a lot of people have it placed on their heart, and they have that string pulled on, but they just don't answer the call, and they just go on about their day, and they get an offender bender, got a bad day at work, whatever the case may be. Point being is, you can't go wrong with God. So the next time that he tugs at your shoulder, the next time that he puts it on your heart to do something, like I said, shut up, listen, and answer the call. Y'all have a good day.